Are you aching? Yep, yep. For some bacon? Yep, yep. He's a big pig. Yep, yep. You can be a big pig too.
Oi! The police! Bacon.
Oh no!
Hey, welcome back to our stupid Rex with you, I'm Corbin.
I'm Rick. Instagram, Twitter.
It's so juicy.
Account ring the bell to be part of the notification squad.
Look what I'm doing to the juicy cup.
Bang! Follow us on our personal YouTube channel, links in the description below.
Woo!
Today we're acting a video. It's called All the Wars Fought by India.
That not one of them they started, folks.
But this is from their inception as India.
They don't pick a fight, but they'll finish them.
So like from 1947 to the present. Obviously, India as a whole has been in more wars than that.
Yep.
And we know, obviously, India has not instigated any wars.
Correct.
We are aware.
Yep.
So this is a little informational video just about the ones from 1947. So I'm guessing India, Pakistan multiple times.
And there's been many.
One with China, right?
And I think it depends on what you go through here, because there are military incursions that have taken place that weren't declared wars.
It's a specific war.
Yeah.
So
there's
also, once again, always with these informational videos, if the information is incorrect, it is not our fault. We did not make it. We were just sent this, and we hoping the information is accurate.
And if
kindly correct the information
us
if the information is wrong.
Yes.
So I just want to. I always specify that because we always get yelled at.
It's true.
Here we go.
India has fought a series of wars with her neighboring countries since
Oh wow,
her
that's a voice
independence. Today in this video, we are going to discuss all
Heck
the
of a
wars fought
rocket.
by India in these
Tony
US.
Stark.
Number 6, Indo-Pakistani
Yep.
War of 1947 to 1948.
When were they? 47.
The
47.
Indo-Pakistani
So that was
War
right
fought
when-
between India and Pakistan over the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir
because of
from
the
1947
divide?
to
Partition.
1948. The result of the war was inconclusive. However, most neutral assessments agree that India was the victor of the war, as it was able to successfully defend about 2/3 of the Kashmir, including Kashmir Valley, Jammu, and Ladakh.
Still a.
The inconclusive
Hotly
result of the war still
Yes.
affects the geopolitics of both countries. Territorial changes. UN ceasefire line of 1949
Hasn't the
later becomes
changed
line
a
of
bunch?
control after the Simla Agreement of 1972. Pakistan controls roughly 1/3 of Kashmir, whereas India controls the rest. Kashmir Valley, Jammu, and Ladakh. Casualties and losses. India, 1,100 plus soldiers killed. Pakistan, 6,000 plus soldiers killed. Number 5, Indo-China War of 1962.
They've done
The
it a couple
Indo-China
times, right?
War
In
was
China?
a war between China
thought so.
and India that occurred in 1962.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
A disputed Himalayan border was the main pretext for war.
Is it the same
but
border
other
as
issues
now?
play a role. A series of violent border incidents occurred after the 1959 Tibetan uprising, when India had granted asylum to the Dalai Lama. The war ended when China declared a ceasefire on 20 November 1962, and simultaneously announced its withdrawal to its claimed line of actual control. The Indo-China War was also noted for the non-deployment of the Navy or Air Force by either the Chinese or Indian side.
Why would the Navy be deployed? It's in.
Result of the war, Chinese victory.
I'm confused. Why would
Territorial
the-
changes.
I know.
China captures Aksai Chin. Casualties and losses. India, 3,000 plus soldiers killed. China, 700 plus soldiers killed. Number 4, Indo-Pakistani War of 1965.
Another Pakistan war.
The 17-day war caused thousands of casualties on
17-day?
both sides and witnessed the largest engagement of armored vehicles and the largest tank battle since World War II.
Really?
India lost around 540 square kilometers of land, primarily in Rann of Kutch, while Pakistan lost around 1,800 square kilometers. Hostilities between the two countries ended after a United Nations mandated ceasefire was declared. Result? Inconclusive. Both sides claim victory. United Nations
Is that every
mandated
war between
ceasefire.
them?
no permanent boundary change. Casualties and losses. Neutral claims. India, 3,000 plus soldiers killed. 150 plus tanks lost. 60 plus aircraft lost. Pakistan, 3,800 plus soldiers killed.
Wow.
I didn't realize it was
No
like
idea.
the biggest tank
20
battle since
aircraft lost.
the Great Wars.
Nope. Didn't know that.
I'm sure there's movies about it.
Number 3, India-China military conflict of 1967.
It's just going to be India, China, and India,
Well,
Pakistan.
it was not a war, but a conflict.
Right.
Conflict location. Nathula and Chola on the border between China and Sikkim. Result, Indian victory. China was pushed back from Sikkim. Casualties and losses. India, 88 soldiers killed. China, 340 soldiers killed.
It'd be a long video if this was America.
Number 2, Indo-Pakistani War of
It
1971.
just keeps going back and forth.
During the war, Indian and Pakistani militaries simultaneously clashed on the eastern and western fronts.
Pakistan?
The war ended after
That
the
was what it was
eastern
called?
commander
Yeah.
of the Pakistan military
Oh.
signed the
That part
instrument of
during
surrender
partition.
on 16 December 1971 in Dhaka, marking the formation of East Pakistan as the new nation of Bangladesh. Result, decisive Indian victory. Territorial changes. Eastern Front. Independence of East Pakistan as Bangladesh.
Yeah, how do you expect it?
Western Front. Indian forces captured around 5,795 square miles of land in the west, but returned it in the 1972 Simla Agreement as a gesture of goodwill. Casualties and losses. India, 3,000 plus soldiers killed. 1 naval ship lost. 45 aircraft lost. Pakistan, 9,000 plus soldiers killed. 90,000 plus soldiers captured. 7 naval ships lost. 75 aircraft lost.
Wow. Had no idea.
Number 1, Kargil War. The Kargil War, also known as the Kargil Conflict, was an armed conflict between India and Pakistan that took place between May and July 1999 in the Kargil district of Kashmir and elsewhere along the line of control. The cause of the war was the infiltration of Pakistani soldiers disguised as Kashmiri militants into positions on the Indian side of the Yellow Sea. Result, decisive Indian victory. Casualties and losses. India, 520 plus soldiers killed. Pakistan, 1,000 plus soldiers killed.
So
Thanks for watching.
it was really a back and forth. It was just obviously
China, Pakistan.
Obviously, we've been in this for 2 years. We know that obviously it's happened a bunch of times in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And obviously more than it lets on, because I think it was just going off of strict battles.
Right.
Obviously not like the thing Uri was based on. Like
Correct.
Or other just... like
Incursions that took place.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Because we know there's been a lot of those. But is that true? Has it only been really India and China?
I guess
mean,
so.
Pakistan and China.
I mean, that's typically...
Well, I guess since the
Since partition.
Since partition.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, because for the most part, that's just, they're the neighboring...
That's who you usually fight with.
Yeah.
Unless you're, trying to take over the world.
Right.
Like Hitler or Stalin or somebody like that.
Just keep taking over countries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when partition happened, what they did was the Muslims were pushed out. So you had...
I didn't know it was called East Pakistan, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how they expected to keep a piece of land that they'd have to cross India to get to.
That
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it wasn't so much a geopolitical move as much as it was obviously a cultural and religious one.
Yeah.
Because it was just put the Muslims over there.
That's what the British decided when they when they left. They were just divided by religion, because that always works.
That always helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the British.
Yeah, which is.
I had no idea about the biggest. I would like to actually learn more, because that's something that's the biggest tank battle since World War II.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever came across that, because I don't recall ever hearing about the amount of lives lost and the amount of actual military equipment. That many tanks, that many airships.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And, they say all those numbers. I'm sitting here reading those numbers and I'm thinking, you know, for the military mind who does do those statistics and consider this to be the victory and that not, and who got the ground and who didn't, I'm thinking about all of those human beings who, most of them boys or young, you know, like all wars and battles, just the countless thousands upon thousands that ended their lives in these conflicts.
Yeah. Whether right or wrong, obviously these people that died on either side, they're families.
Yeah,
they have
human
families.
beings.
Yeah. And you can obviously critique governments all you want.
Yeah, I've always thought that if there was life on other planets and they came by, the reason that we have sightings and don't have contact is because then when they get here, they're like, hey, what's up? Nope.
No,
it's okay.
They'll kill themselves.
Yeah.
And give it 1,000 years. We'll come back when they're all dead.
Yeah, and
humans.
it is a thing to be proud of that you can say, my nation has never started a war.
Oh yeah, because the United States cannot say that.
We cannot.
We've started illegal wars.
That is correct.
It's actually always...
Now, our proudest moment is sincerely, for sure, is the positions we had to stop both World War I and especially World War II. But those were...
And we also waited to the very last moment.
We sure did.
To join.
We should have should have gotten in a whole lot earlier than we did.
Yeah.
But hey, what did we care? It wasn't affecting us.
That's true. We are landlocked. Yeah. It's actually always funny to me whenever, because it happened in Delhi crimes. I don't know if you've seen some of the comments. People, when we are critiquing how their police work is done, and they say, oh yeah, your police is so... Like, I'm not saying that our police is perfect. In fact, I'm very critical of our police here. But doesn't mean I can't critique one and also still be critiquing the other.
Right. Yeah, just because we point out something over here doesn't mean we think we get everything right over here. We're just pointing out, I've never seen that. That doesn't make sense.
I think a lot of the United States, that stuff the United States does is wrong.
But it does throw me that you don't cuff somebody when you first catch them.
Yep, it's their
it's just interesting to me.
Yeah. But just because we're saying this about India does not mean we think the United States is perfect. In fact, it is not by any stretch of the imagination.
You know what's amazing about that? I don't know if you've seen this before, but you know, Americans will consistently say we're the land of the free, which we have freedoms that are astonishing. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else in the world. I love my country. But when you look at the freedom index and the real freedoms,
I think we're like not even top 10.
We're not even in the top 10.
Yeah.
I think we're 13th.
Yep. It's all how you brainwash them here. They brainwash them early.
Yeah.
Brainwash them early. It's legit. That's what happens. That's why we stand up and say the pledge to the flag every morning.
Did you know that?
At school.
That at school, you have to stand up and say, you have to stand up, put your right hand over your heart and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all, every day of your life in school.
Yep. Until you go to college and they don't do it anymore.
Yep.
Hey, freedom. We're a cult.
Ước mơ đến